For adding a customer, we have to mark the fact that the email is not taken, and then we have to capture that this customer right here, only with name, age, and email, is sent into this method insert customer from our DAO. So let's test this. So within the test, in here, let's test that we can add a customer. Now here, let's just grab this customer. So this customer right here with ID, let's just put it here. And the email, let's just take the email and also extract the email. And I think we don't need this actually. So let's just take this and we'll see what we need, right? So let's just get rid of that. Now we're going to say when the DAO dot, and then I think it exists customer with email, pass the email dot, then return, and then false, because otherwise an exception will be thrown. So we always test the happy path and then we test the exceptions, because once we have the working test, it's super easy for us to test the other edge cases. So here, customer DAO exists customer with email. So here, the email is this one right here, right? And we have to change this in a second, but let's go step by step. So the email is this one. If we send the email, then it's not found. If I go back, then we construct the customer from the customer registration request, and then we check whether the DAO received the update right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to say when. So here, let's just say when under test dot, and then add customer. Now add customer takes a customer registration request. So let's construct that. So customer registration request, I'm going to call it request equals to new, and then customer registration request. And inside we have to pass the name. So name, let's say that this is Alex, and then email, this will be the email, and age, let's just say age is 19. So hopefully you can see how this is coming together. Now we pass the request inside. So add customer. And then what we want to verify is we want to say verify that the DAO dot, and then insert customer. Oh, actually, my bad. Sorry, not like this, but like this. So dot, and then insert customer, and then it will receive a customer. Now, here you see that we have no access to the customer. If I go back to the under test class, we construct this customer. Now, how do we grab this customer right here? So this customer. Well, we have to do something. So we have to use the argument capture. So argument, and then capture. The type will be customer. And I'm going to call it customer argument capture equals to, and then argument capture dot for class, and the class is customer dot, and then class. Cool. Now in here, insert customer, we want to capture the customer. So customer argument capture dot, and then we're going to capture the customer. And now that we capture the customer, we can extract the value. So customer argument capture dot, and then get, and then value. Now this is the captured, and then customer. So now that we have the captured customer, we can assert that this customer has the exact same fields as this one from the request that was sent. So let's do that. So here we're going to assert that, and then the actual is the captured customer, There we go. Dot, or actually we could say dot and then get, and then we're going to assert on all of these fields. So let's start with ID. So ID should be null, so is and then null. Let's now do the same for get name. Now get name will be equal to dot equal to and then the request. So request dot and then name. Let's actually duplicate this, and this is much easier like that. Cool. Now this is the same for email, and then here this is email, and here age, and also age. And to be honest, this is it. Now this actually is probably the most difficult test that we wrote, and because we have to capture the value, but I'm going to run it and then explain again in the next video. So hopefully everything works as expected. So let's just run it, and hooray, it works. So addCustomer works. And next, what I want to do is let me again explain this.